Shalom, and you're now locked in here at Israelite Talk TV, where you get nothing but the raw and the real whenever I'm in front of the camera. So make sure y'all show the page some love, like, subscribe, and share. Family, y'all see the thumbnail, y'all see the title, okay? We got to take things to the West Coast, and I got to touch on the shit show that's taking place out there in California. That's really got California not looking too good right now, you know. And shout out to all the real ones out there. First and foremost, it's real ones everywhere, right? But this shit that they just did with Operation Big U, how they took Big U down through the internet, this is getting ready to set the standard on how the government is going to be moving forward with a lot of these big cases that's going on in these major cities and towns. Okay, y'all got to understand that these guys have weaponized the internet. You know what I'm saying? They have weaponized certain platforms. You know, we were sitting back listening, talking about data. You know, Vlad, Adam 22, your boy academics and all of them talking about that they were the greatest and all of this other shit. Y'all got to understand that these platforms are platforms that have been set up to take down different ones in these different cities and towns. Look at all of the people that's been arrested because of the information that they done gave on these platforms. This is what they're leaving the internet with. You know what I'm saying? They can make it down. You know what I'm saying? And so I want to take the time to touch on this, man, because I think that there's a lot of things that a lot of people are missing, whether you like Big U or not. Look at the method that they used in bringing this guy down. You even got platforms that came out and said, oh, well, Big U was stupid for making that video. No, Big U was right for making that video because he let you know the ones that was responsible for his fall. You know what I'm saying? And if Wack 100 ain't got nothing to do with it, then it shouldn't matter. You see what I'm saying? But all of these guys are tied into that paperwork on whether it's the cases that they were speaking about. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this, fam. You know, because this ain't gonna be a long video. I just want to give a little commentary on the situation. You know, just like everybody else doing, right? I don't respect stuff like this, man, because what you guys got to understand. And see, I don't think Luce can get it. I don't know how much time he done really done behind the walls, but you playing with the feds, and see, the feds don't give a fuck about Big U. They don't give a fuck about Luce Cannon. They don't give a fuck about his wife, his kids, and none of that. They have one common agenda, and it's booking niggas and sitting them down. You know what I'm saying? This guy, you know, these niggas is theater out there, man. They talking on that phone, you know what I'm saying? And he don't understand that they're finna give him life unless he testifies on Big U, man. Come on, man. One of the things that you guys gotta be careful of is that the government is watching the internet. They know these guys out here that act like they King Kong, you know what I'm saying? And so what they do, they go pick you up to see if you really about the stuff you're talking about or you just capping. You know what I'm saying? But at any rate, this guy, Luce Cannon, right, sat right down on these platforms, right, and spoke about shit that him and Big U was involved in. Now, this guy's so slow, right? He gets this guy right here, he gets the Turtle of the Year award because this nigga is slow, man. You know, and this is how Wack 100, see, this how you know Wack 100 used this guy, threw him away, you know what I'm saying? And the reason that Wack 100 was able to manipulate Luce Cannon is because you guys got to remember, anytime a guy tell you, now I used to be a robber, right? How do you go hit a lick, right? You take Big U the money, right? You don't take out what your cut is, the cut for, you know, whoever was with you. You go take all the money and give it to Big U. You know what I'm saying? And then Big U hit him with some about he had to pay the rent or had to pay something. He just took all the money. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's slow. You never do that. You know what I'm saying? You gonna always, if you go hit a lick and you the one that's actually hitting the lick, you taking your portion off the muscle. And then you gonna get whatever the finder fee or whatever the case may be for the leg. You know what I'm saying? Why would you take this man? And this is how Wack 100 was able to manipulate him, sit him down in front of that camera and give him the debrief on Big U, you know what I'm saying? And tell on a lot of shit that he not found. This guy right here don't understand that the government don't care nothing about you saying you not cool with Big U and all this other stuff. Back when this stuff was going on, the stuff that they alleged in the indictment, you was messing with them then. So this is what they going off of. They don't care nothing about that. And Big U was right. They sat on the internet and debriefed on that man and eventually got that man locked up. And they can't say, fam, listen, then Wack 100 was trying to say that Big U the police. How Big U the police and he locked up? You know what I'm saying? If you the police, you ain't finna be sitting in jail like that. So how is he the police? You know what I'm saying? It's cap, man. They took Big U down, you know what I'm saying? You know, and the thing that's crazy is Wack 100 let them sit up there. You got to know in your mind, right? When I don't care who it is. You can sit ET right here next to me. You can go to Mars and go get an alien and sit them right next to me. I already know if we're doing a recording that we getting ready to put out, you know what I'm saying, for people to watch, if that's something that, if I got love for you, no, go ahead, take that up out of there, man. We can't be talking about crimes and shit that's still open, because the bottom line is this right here, family. Regardless of what happened with Big U and Luce Cannon and them and shit, you can't never speak on family. Do you know how many friends that people may have grew up with, was cool with, did a lot of dirt with, something happened, they fell out, they don't deal no more? You can't speak on that stuff, man. That stuff dies with that relationship. If you and Big U fell out, or whatever the case may be, that's what it is. You don't turn around and go sit down on the goddamn platform and talk about, you know what I'm saying, and talk about all this shit that y'all did when y'all was cool, man. You can't do that. And then you saying, well, I don't fuck with them. We getting ready to see, because one thing, listen, the thing that you guys got to understand in the federal government is that your money does not matter. Information is the currency in the feds. And we're going to talk about this more, but not in this quick message today. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to speak on something concerning Big Meech case, right? And you know, we already exposed Big Meech last year, okay, the year before last. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden everybody wanted to come out, and it's all good, you know what I'm saying? But y'all already know we be on top on these type of stories. This is why make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you're hitting that like button, and make sure you share this video. Expedite this shit to the West Coast, family. Come on, man. It's expedited. You know, ain't nothing real about that. If you and Big U was buddies, you know what I'm saying, at one time, and y'all quit fucking around, you can't go back and speak on that shit, man. Type of code. And then this nigga talking about he a real nigga, but you sitting up here debriefing on Big U, man. Come on, man. That ain't real, man. That ain't real, man. And then, family, listen, I was gonna play this earlier, right? Listen to this shit, right? Listen to this shit. Listen to this. Listen to this right here. Now I was gonna upload this, but I'm gonna just play it off my phone, right? Listen to this.
Mighty power. I think this it. This is Dale. Cause Big U at you know what to say. You know what's going on, but at the end of the day, it's like I got my own problem. I got my own thing. I didn't know nothing what's going on besides y'all. Yeah.
Now this your boy Big Dale, right? Now listen to what he's saying, and listen how slimy these niggas is, right? Luce Cannon and Wack 100 now. Listen to this shit.
But you know, we got wrapped up in that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened because of that was Big U, but then ultimately they got me. You know what I'm saying? We know why. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know why me, dog. I don't know, man. It don't make sense for me no more, bro. You know that dealing with the police, bro. I don't think nobody can deny that, because that's how that's why Wack never respected Nipsey, because Wack knew shit about Nipsey that wasn't respectable. And he only know that because of Wack. I watched that shit. It might be true. You know what I'm saying? You got that recorded of Nipsey talking to police and they trying to use it against him, maybe. It might be true.
Now let's just stop right there real quick. Now he's speaking about Nipsey Hussle, and this is the thing you guys got to understand, right? We as fans, civilians, however you want to classify it, right? We developed, you know what I'm saying, a likeness to these different rappers and shit like that. Y'all got to remember that there's shit that's going on in the neighborhood. You hear what Buddy's saying, it might have been some shit where they were saying something was going on with Nipsey Hussle, talking to it's all type of, you don't know what happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But to sit on the internet and debrief on that shit, and then it ain't even like fam, it ain't even the fact that the blogs talking about, like the blogs, the people gonna speak about whatever they, you know what I'm saying, whatever's in the news. But for that to be your home dog, Your homeboy, you ran with him, and y'all put this work in, and then you sit right on the platform and incriminate yourself, and then incriminate him, and now both of y'all sitting in jail because of what you said. You know what I'm saying? You said that shit. Big, you wasn't on no platform talking about that shit. This man placed them at the PNB Rock murder scene. Come on, man. You think they just sitting there at that Roscoe? They just sitting in there. He talking about he just wanted to tell PNB Rock. So if he wanted to just tell PNB Rock to give it up, don't they got enough power to say, hey, no, man, that's one of the guys. That's wooty woo 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 woo. This is what they do, man. You know what I'm saying? And here's the other deal, right? This shit with this extortion shit, this is what they do on the West Coast. Listen, this is what they do on the West Coast. They extort. You know what I'm saying? This is what they do. This is the game. Ain't y'all over here listening to the Art of Dialogue where Suge Knight on there right now? Remember Suge Knight was saying that he made some guy drink his own urine. You know what I'm saying? Then he talked about times where they, it was a shakedown and some to the extent where he's saying that Dr. Dre ran up in this other man and beat it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is what they do. They extort out there. You know what I'm saying? Even Wack 100, like, fam, like, listen, man. One of the things that Wack 100 and Jay Prince had going on was Wack, you was trying to extort for that tape with Leg Hoover. You know what I'm saying? You playing with real ones. That's a real one. You know what I'm saying? You can't play with that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And even when you go into like fam, like when you go into the feds, ain't nobody bigger than the only people that's bigger than the folks is DC because they come straight in. They not coming in through no county type shit. Like, come on, man. It goes down. You know what I'm saying? You can't be playing with that. That's a real one. You know what I'm saying? You know, whenever you look at whenever I look at gangs like Bloods and Crips, like I don't know who the founder is of the Blood gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the founder of Crips. I know Tukey. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he was the founder. I think he was just like a big member. So like we know our leaders. Like we know who we following. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas ain't sitting up in ADS because they done told and did all this other shit. Like them niggas like fam, like this is what's going on, man. They're trying to refine the gangster. No, the gangster they want to be gangsters and shit in the streets on the web. And then when the police come get them, like they come and do, when they come get gangsters and shit, they fold up. Oh, well, what about my kids? What about my wife? Like this, like fam, like you can't have your cake and eat it too. These guys want to be gangsters, but when the people come, he ain't gonna do 20 years for him. Well, why not? Why not? You playing with it. You claiming all this shit. So why you can't stand on and do your time? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is shit that's crazy as hell about all this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? It can't be both. We was always taught that gangsters is either die or they go to jail. When you look at them real members, didn't John Gotti, didn't he die in the feds? You know what I'm saying? Y'all like you. So people want the gangster, they want the image, they want to be that, but they don't never want to face and deal with that shit when they come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you live in that lifestyle, you talking about this what it is. Ain't no, oh, my girl, my this and that. Look at all them people that's doing time that was real to that code, man. That's what I'm saying, man. These niggas is cap, man. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is theater, man. Real talk. Listen to this shit.
What I'm saying is because it's like, with that situation on downtown or whatever, like that when the feds came and got you, because I think they just got me a couple of months ago. Yeah, but what relationship me and you got? Nigga, when somebody can get to you.
Now, did you hear that? The feds had already came and picked up Luce Cannon already. All these people had already been getting picked up, so they know that the shit finna go down. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just came and picked up this man and here. This is why our boy saying like, you the right hand man. Listen what they saying. You the right hand man. So just because Luce Cannon saying, oh, I don't fuck with Big U no more. You heard what Fam said? You were his right hand man. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think they gonna apply pressure to Luce Cannon? You're gonna tell us about this shit that happened with Big U. If you don't do it, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna do that time. You know what I'm saying? Now, how much time you're gonna do is gonna depend on what information you give up. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you want to help yourself, he might do about 5 years, get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? But all this theater about going to court and, getting a bond, this ain't the state. It's not the state. They're gonna deny, listen, they're gonna deny the bond. They already got this shit up there with no jumper with Jay Reed, which I'm finna do a video on him. Make sure y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? They already know. They're gonna say, no, this guy right here, he's a hazard to the community. We can't have him out there. Deny that shit. Boom. You're gonna sit in here. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna make you feel the pain. We're not giving you, we're not finna let you do that shit. We finna apply pressure to you in the cell. And we finna make you fold up in here. You know what I'm saying? Or you gonna keep it asleep and you just gonna go sit down. This is what's finna happen. They getting ready to make a they finna take this boy Luce Cannon and they getting ready to castrate him because y'all got to remember, look at the indictment. Fuck what they talking about. That indictment is speaking about the shit that he already done admitted to, man. Come on, man. He on tape, and then listen to this shit. Listen.
So basically, they asked me about you because of the Big U situation. I guess he covered. What you had? You the right hand of him. How they gonna ask me about they didn't ask me about you. I mean, they asked me about you, but then they said about the situation with Big U with the extortion shit.
See, he already down there talking, fam. Y'all think this man he was already talking with him. Oh, they asked me about wooty wooty woo. Come on, man. Come on. You hear what he said? They already came to him before. This is why when Big U told y'all, this is when I'm locked up for, he telling you. Listen what he's saying. And then, man, this guy right here.
Like you had something to do with it, but then I thought about it and they asked me about information about you, but I know it's not coming from you because we already know what happened with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to think about it because when they came and questioned me, then it was like out the blue. Like hit me at the gas station. Remember cuz when we came in there, I came in with my squad cuz, and then remember we took everything. When we took
fam, let's start right there. Wack 100 trying to say, oh, well, Big U told on. He tried to lie. And try to say, well, no, I wasn't Luce like this. That's police shit, man. That's police shit, man. We came in there and we took, come on, man. That's why the man laughed. Like, man, this motherfucker wild. And listen to this.
Even like you in a trial situation, I can see you clicking the line, and then a phone call happens, like an energy switch, and then you kind of look like, because I'm telling you, it's just shit I would like to talk to you about, man, but you know what I'm saying? No, but you know, Bob, that have I lied on cuz? Like, I don't think so. I don't think you, I think you probably got you because, see, I can't talk openly for real because I can't be on I record this conversation. Bro, I'm not recording you. I told you on neighborhood, I'm not recording.
He told that man he wouldn't record them. They recording like a motherfucker, man. That's some wild shit, man. And that's some police shit for Wack to have that shit, have that recording, man. You think them people ain't heard that shit? You think them people ain't heard that shit? You know they done heard it, and then Wack put it out there to let you know that they can, man, come on, man, that's some police shit, man. That man Dale could sue y'all for that shit, man. Come on, man. You talking about you ain't recording, but you record, man. This some wild shit, man. You know, so at the end of the day, fam, my whole thing with this whole ordeal is that how these niggas supposed to be the niggas that's cool to you? And even if y'all break up, how you still debriefing on shit that, you know what I'm saying, that happened that y'all done did? You know what I'm saying? The other thing, too, I want you guys to understand is Dirk got to be careful, too, because you guys got to remember that the feds is playing chess. They're not playing checkers. You know what I'm saying? Dirk is a bigger fish, way bigger than Big U, Luce Cannon, and Brick and all of them. He way bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? You know, what he represent is way bigger than them. You know what I'm saying? They would rather cut him off at his legs to let those guys go. And the thing you guys got to remember is that case with Quando Rondo, right? and Lil Pop. Y'all got to remember that they got those phone records, right? Now, there was some shit that was going on back when all that shit was going on, where they were saying, I don't know, Brick Baby, Big You, somebody backdoored Quando Rondo. So what y'all got to remember is that somebody gave a drop. So they gonna hide motherfuckers under this shit, the rolling 60 raids and shit like that. But if they get somebody to say, well, yeah, no, this did happen, woo, 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 on this, and they trying to disguise that shit, motherfuckers gonna help themselves. They gonna talk, you know. So Dirk gotta make sure that he ain't in there talking. You did what I'm saying, and just you gotta, you know what I'm saying, gotta, you know what I mean, gotta sit back and let them lawyers work, man, because you know, the niggas in the Fed buildings, they talking. You know, why you think they put Brick Baby and Luce Cannon in the same cell? They know Luce Cannon loved to talk. They know he loved to talk. You know what I'm saying? He loves to talk. Hey man, put them in there, and they, you know, they're gonna be talking through the night, talking about this, talking about that. They gonna record this shit. Come on, man. Come on, man. That man, family, this is some wild shit right here. So we're gonna keep watching this. Leave y'all thoughts below. What do y'all think about this shit? I don't think and then, you know, you got bloggers talking about go over there and support them. Why would y'all support them? You know what I'm saying? If you say you a street person, you this and that, then you gotta live by that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't be talking that shit and then you turn around and you bring you create a whole motherfucking indictment. You sitting up here talking because that shit is in the indictment. You know what I'm saying? Man, that shit is crazy as hell, man. You know, niggas out there when they raid and put, like, come on, man, that's some wild shit, man. We ain't, where y'all seen that at? Where they do that at? You know what I'm saying? What real street person gonna be out there pulling up as motherfucker getting raided and shit? And you like, come on, man. You ain't even, if you a street nigga, you ain't even got time for that shit, because you probably got shit going on in the street where you like, man, I ain't, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That's some police ass shit, man. You know, so I think it's bogus how they did Big U, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, hey man, you from the streets, I mean, this street shit that happened, like, they extort. That's what they do out there. All of them do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just no Big U. All of them do that shit. Wack 100 guilty of that shit. Suge Knight, all of them. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. You know what I mean? Real talk. So leave y'all thoughts below on what y'all think about this shit. I think Holmes doesn't need to stay off them phones, man, and they're talking, man. That's just, that ain't a good look, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit weird. You know what I'm saying? But leave y'all thoughts below on this Big U situation. And we're gonna be talking some more about this in days to come. You know, so I think he got a court date. They think he getting, man, ain't finna get out, man. And we know how the Fed shit work. You know what I'm saying? They not finna get that boy no bond. You know what I'm saying? If they do, it's a trick to it. You know what I'm saying? So leave your thoughts below. I'm signing off here. It's like